Yo, what's going on, man? You dig what I'm saying? It's your boy KJ coming to y'all with another video. And today, we are here to talk about the biggest fight of the year so far. Shakur Stevenson versus Teo Lopez. Let's get this going. I'm going to tell y'all who I think is going to win, why, and how I see this fight playing out. So without further ado, let's talk boxing. To kick this off, so let's break this down by fighter, right? You got Shakur Stevenson, insanely fast, insanely skilled, beautiful footwork, beautiful defense. Honestly, is pretty much you could classify him as the most defensive fighter that we have in the world right now. A lot of people compare him to Mayweather. I don't know if I'm gonna go that far. We got to see how that defense does against the high opposition, which we're gonna see coming this weekend. So yeah, man, we know his IQ is off the charts. We know Shakur can fight in the inside, fight in the pocket when he needs to. He can be defensive, he can be offensive, he can fight in the doghouse if he needs to, but he also can swim without getting wet and make the fight slick and make it an easy night going all 12 rounds. But to me, the only thing that I'll say about Shakur is I hear a lot of people talking about how they think he's going to win and how, because of how he's training with Bud and just because how skillful he is, they just see him winning. Some people don't know why, and some people have valid reasons, but this is the one question I want to ask you guys. What top guy has Shakur fought? I want to really ask you, what top guy has Teo fought? Has he fought in anybody in the top 10? No, he hasn't. Teo has fought in somebody in the top 10, but as much as I love Shakur, he hasn't fought in anybody at the high level yet. This is his first real test, if you want to be real. You could call maybe his last fight a test because that did push him to be in situations we've never seen Shakur in before. And it showed that Shakur has that dog, can fight on the inside, like I mentioned earlier. But other than that, we haven't really seen him fight any of the high opposition. So my question is, aside from Shakur's defense, what does he have in his tool set that's going to beat Teo? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't mean this in like a mean standpoint because like I said, Shakur is crazy fast. His IQ is impeccable. His footwork is phenomenal. But Teo, how do I put this? We know Shakur can do his thing against people that sit down and try to walk him down, or there's people that want to stay in the center of the ring. But who we've seen Shakur really go up against that are like real movers. The only person that I can think of was De Los Santos. And as much as a snooze fest as that fight was, it was pretty hard for both of them to land shots on each other. And yeah, Shakur still made him miss and made him pay and did still win that fight. That guy is nowhere on the level of Teo Lopez. While we're on this topic, now let's go ahead and talk about Teo, and then I'm going to segue into who I think is going to win and how I think the fight's going to play out. Teo, him and Shakur have a lot of the same attributes, just like Shakur, insanely fast, and has a little more power in his punches than Shakur does, is a little more elusive, has beautiful footwork, has a great IQ. Unlike Shakur, he has beaten somebody who has been recognized and that's been ranked in the top 10 of the modern era, Loma, which is another thing that I'm gonna go into later on. But yes, when we'll talk about Teo, yes, in his early days, he was going viral for his viral knockouts and his dazzling personality. But the thing that really sticks with me is his elusiveness. Like, there's a difference between being really good defensively and being elusive. Like, Shakur is a beautiful, perfect defensive fighter, right? But Teo is an awkward, elusive type of fighter. Like, yes, he has beautiful skill and technique, but his elusiveness is really what allows him to be himself in the ring and allows him to bring something to the table that we don't see. Like, if you bring up people like Muhammad Ali or Roy Jones Jr., they had their own elusive style that allowed them to dominate and be the ghosts that they were in the ring. And that's the type of style that Teo brings. It's its own, you know what I'm saying? And Shakur's never faced anybody like that. And my question is, how is Shakur's style gonna look against that? Now, don't get me wrong, I still think Shakur has the ability to be Teo, and his attributes and his skill set can still get the job done. But in order for Shakur to be able to do that, we're gonna need the Teo that we saw against George Kambosos. We're gonna need the Teo who's trying to walk Shakur down and be on the hunt. If we get that type of Teo, then I think Shakur is more likely to find the openings he needs and do certain things that will allow Teo to create certain openings for him to land the proper strikes that he wants. That I can see happening, but that's only if we get that type of Teo. Now, if we get the Teo who is being elusive, sharpshooting, moving around the ring, doing his thing, making you miss, making you pay, and hitting you at angles that you didn't even think were possible, then I feel like Shakur is gonna struggle. I really do, because Shakur's fast, but Teo's slightly faster. And with the way he moves, I just don't know how Shakur is going to be able to react with that. Like his last two fights, because Shakur is a counterpuncher. We all know this. Shakur is a counterpuncher. And Teo can be a counterpuncher too, but I would say more so Shakur. And with Teo, you can't sit there and wait on him like he was doing in his last fight. You can't do that, because he's not just gonna unload on you and then stand there for you to respond back. Teo's gonna land on you and move, whip, bang, boom, slip out the way. He's gonna do whatever he can to hit you and slip out the way. Now, a part of me does think that we might get a different type of Teo with the way he's talking. If you guys saw the face-to-face, Teo was talking about how with Shakur's style, he's more susceptible to get hit with shots that are technically illegal, but when the stances that Shakur is going to be positioned in, it might not look legal. And I was like, that's kind of throwing me for a loop. I've never heard Teofimo talk like that before. So if that's the case, then Teo is probably going to come on Demon Time. But as of right now, I can't just willingly say, as much as I love Shakur, I just can't willingly say I think he's going to win, because he hasn't fought anybody at the top level yet. Teofimo has. He hasn't been in a deep fight with somebody at the top level. Teofimo has. Yes, I know Shakur's training with the GOAT of this era, Terrence Bud Crawford, one of my favorites, by the way. And to be honest with you, I love both fighters, but in my heart of hearts, I think I do want Shakur to win. Just as of right now, personally, I don't see how Shakur is going to deal with Teofimo's movement. Also, I don't know how he's going to deal with Teo's power if he gets clipped, because let's be real, we still haven't seen Shakur get hit. We've seen Teofimo get dropped and continue to brawl and be in a tough fight. Once again, we've never seen Shakur be in that situation. Like, there's too many stuff that we've seen Teo do, and we know he can overcome and go through, that we just haven't seen Shakur do. That's why I'm just kind of baffled at how people are just instantly saying Shakur. As much as I want him to win, I don't know, man. As of right now, I love both fighters. I'm going to slightly be rooting for Shakur a little bit more than Teo. I'm not going to lie to you, but I do believe that as of right now, my mind's telling me Teo wins. I hope Shakur can win, or honestly, whoever wins, as long as it's a great night of boxing, I don't care. As long as they deliver us a beautiful, great fight and both fighters leave the ring safely, then I don't care. But my mind's telling me Teo. That's what my brain is telling me. My brain is telling me Teo. But hey, you never know. I don't have all the answers. I'm just here to give you guys my best opinion and hear from you guys as well. Comment down below, who do you guys think is going to win? And comment why you think they're going to win. Break down what parts of their game do you think the other fighter is going to take away from them and be able to build off of to land the strikes that they need to land to either get the TKO, the knockout, or just to get the decision. Let me know your thoughts and comments below. YBE does have a lot of great stuff coming. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Subscribe, stay tuned. I don't know why you ain't subscribing. Like, do you want to get trouble shaped like... Yeah, man. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. YB has a lot of great stuff coming, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Peace.